Please be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Mohan Reddy, Dean of the Weatherhead School of Management. It is my honor to welcome Weatherhead alumni, proud parents, relatives, faculty, staff, and most of all, the graduates of the class of 2009. Welcome to the 2009 graduate ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our tradition to start our proceedings with a talk by one of our own graduates. The talk today will be Robert Hefner. Robert is the president of the Graduate Business Student Association, and he will present a graduation address to the class of 2009. Rob?
Thank you, Dean Reddy. I'm honored and humbled to have the opportunity to make this address both to and on behalf of the Weatherhead's graduate classes. The graduates sitting in the audience have accomplished a tremendous amount during their time at Weatherhead, and it cannot go without saying that there are many to thank for help and support while we have gone about the business of completing our degrees. To the friends and family who have supported us, thank you for enduring our absence from about the past 2 years or more, and the many explanations that casework just takes a lot of time. Without your sacrifice and understanding, I, and I suspect many others, would not be celebrating here today. Two other groups that deserve our gratitude are the faculty and staff at Weatherhead. To the faculty, thank you for your genuine dedication to the students. Your engagement throughout the program was more than I could have expected, and I am grateful. The staff also has had a significant impact on the students' experience. Thank you for making Weatherhead a comfortable home for the past 2 years. I can't say that the 2 weeks since finals has really allowed me to put this experience into perspective, but I have a few thoughts. I remember our first day at Weatherhead. You could really feel the stress. Most of us left pretty stable and successful situations and made the jump into graduate school. Those early days were fraught with uncertainty about classes and, probably more importantly, what we were going to do for the next summer and beyond. Questions like, what should I do? And maybe even the existential crisis of, who am I, started to be asked. For me at least, I tried to fit myself into a number of different holes. I, like about half of us, was going to be an investment banker. The process of working things out seemed to be very difficult and certainly very painful. However, as we prepare to leave, I would say things have seemed to shake out and we all have found our place in the school. There are a number of examples of student successes. By the end of last summer, one of us was selling healthcare consulting work, another had become the registrar at UH's art program, and another turned down a prestigious and lucrative consulting offer to work in a small private company that was a much better fit for his personality. All found their place and one that was congruent with their personal values and goals. And I guess the point is that despite the initial uncertainty, we all seemed to find a niche that worked. So going forward, that is something to have faith in. Without argument, I can say that we are entering a challenging time for business and MBA graduates. The elation of the ceremony is likely to become a hangover of uncertainty concerning what the future and the economy will hold. If there is something to take forward, it is confidence that we have already found our way in a strange new environment. While tomorrow may be scarier than day one at Weatherhead, we have all done this before and it has worked out well. So Anna Quinlan, a Pulitzer Prize-winning novelist, gave some unconsoling graduation advice. She said, "There are thousands of people out there that have the same degree as you, and when you get a job, there'll be thousands more doing what you do for a living. This is certainly not what any one of us wants to hear." She goes on to point out the one thing that makes us different. It's us. We're the ones responsible for ourselves, for our work lives and our personal lives, and everything else about our existence. So her key to being successful: do what you love, enjoy your life, and tend to your soul. It sounds like stuff we've heard around here at least once. What has been fun to watch is that people are already starting to do it. And in all this uncertainty, I know of one company that is about to be launched, and I'm sure there are a few more that I don't know about. I suspect the rest of the class is not too far behind in pursuing its own passions and writing its personal story. So to the graduating class, thank you for being great colleagues and great friends. Enjoy yourselves, make sure you're doing what is important to you, and I'm sure like it did at Weatherhead, things will fall into place. Best of luck finding your way, and congratulations.
Thank you, Robert. I always wonder what's the best way to start. What I do think I should start with is what I always feel when I'm asked to do this. It's an enormous privilege to stand here in front of you, all of you who are graduating, parents, family members, friends. This is a collective celebration, and that's what it should always be. So from all of us here, faculty, staff, and all your friends, a hearty congratulations, class of 2009. Please join me in congratulating them right now, and we'll do it again a few times. I would be remiss if I left parents and friends and family members out of the picture. Keep in mind, this is a graduate celebration here, and while parents and friends and family are always important, they become even more significant. So if there's ever an audience that deserves a special hand, it is the parents and the family members here. If you would, please. Thank you very much. Most of us, as academics, tend to be classroom teachers. I'm told we make abysmally bad stand-up speakers, and I'm no exception. I spent a fair amount of time mulling over how best to bid you goodbye and to wish you well. This is an occasion for profound thoughts, exciting agendas, and a message that is full of hope. Repeated efforts to put such thoughts on paper seem to me to a steady dose of reminders of the chaotic year we've had thus far. I decided to settle instead on a sharing of my thoughts of where we go from here. Regardless of what one reads or whom one meets, the message these days seems to be about the same. We are in a period of unprecedented change, the likes of which few of us have experienced in our lives, and hopefully never will. The disruption in the financial markets have reached far and wide, leaving many firms and people in distress, unsure what comes next. For those of you entering the job market, the question that looms large is, what does the future hold for me? And this question is no less relevant to many here who are gainfully employed. While many of us fret about where we are today, I cannot but help be excited about the future you're about to design. This last year has been a wake-up call that quick fixes, short-term solutions, doing better at what we've always done is just not enough. A phrase that found currency in the middle of this decade was decoupling, a concept that seemed to suggest that given the advances in technology and modernity, the world economic order had pockets of activity that would enjoy some level of insulation from turmoil elsewhere. This last year, alas, has proven conclusively that our industrial sector is rather well coupled with our financial sector. China and India are inextricably linked to the United States, and the ill effects of carbon footprints are universal. If there's one thing I could certainly say about our current management prowess, it is that we are being caught well and truly with our pants down, and we continue to struggle with how best to get them back on. What we have not lacked is tools and analytical abilities or the knowledge to use them. The desperate need now is the boldness, the resourcefulness, the creativity needed to reshape our future, reshape the world that we will be a part of. A world where local problems ultimately have global effects. A world where the separation between private enterprise and public sector is fluid at best. And a world where we are not masters of nature, but a part of it. And a world that insists that it cannot, that it will not be compartmentalized into neat pockets of independence. This then is our world. The one word I constantly return to when I think of that, and I think of what lies ahead, is an old word, often repeated, called interdependence, between man and nature, between technology and society, between nation states, and even between industries and the environment. We as decision makers have an exciting opportunity to redefine the scope of what we're trained to do. And we are trained to manage institutional phenomena in this increasingly interdependent world. Better decision-making does not suggest doing what we've always done better. Instead, it insists that we reframe the entire context of our own decision domain. It is what my colleagues here at Weatherhead have called moving from a decision attitude to a design attitude, an attitude that asks that we consider not just a part of the system, but the entire system itself. You and I may not create the future, but our actions certainly are ones that will design our future. This then is our opportunity, the opportunity to redesign the world in a manner that will acknowledge, even embrace the interdependent nature of every phase of our work life. We are no longer just functional specialists or industry experts. We are that and a whole lot more. We are a part of an interdependent system that demands a worldview vastly different than the one we have been comfortable with for decades. We are designers of new and creative models of products, firms, industries, nation states, and ecosystems. You might ask, how and where does one start? As with most things, it starts with an idea, a new idea. And I love a comment that I saw years ago, and I quite found the author of the idea till recently. It was a comment made by Edwin Land, the man who invented the Polaroid instant-o-matic camera. When asked what lay behind his creative genius, he noted, people who seem to have a new idea have often simply stopped having an old idea. And layman, that really is what it is. In some manner, do we have the ability to let go of the old, not with a vengeance, but with the thought there's something new around the corner. And I can't think of anybody better to start you on the journey than the speaker that we've planned for you for today. Darrel Rhea is CEO of Cheskin Added Value. He has spent the last 25 years working on the front lines of innovation with the world's top corporations, helping them understand their customers, their needs, and their experiences, and marrying the best of design, strategy, and market research into an enduring business proposition. When he's featured in Malcolm Gladwell's New York bestseller, Blink, Mr. Rhea is one of America's top design strategists. His mission is to help companies create products, services, and brands that serve both the consumer and the bottom line, and to build value by generating experiences that are meaningful to consumers and profitable to producers, shareholders, and investors. He and the Cheskin teams that he leads work in close collaboration with global organizations including Microsoft, Pfizer, and the likes of Del Monte Foods to bring product and service innovation to fruition. In his book, Making Meaning, How Successful Businesses Deliver Meaningful Experiences, Mr. Rhea pushes the envelope of innovation design, business strategy, marketing, and customer experience. At the heart of his work is a clear-cut and simple message of making meaning through relentless attention to people you serve. It is my privilege and honor to introduce to you Mr. Darrel Rhea. Darrel?
Thank you, Dean Reddy. And thank you to the faculty and to the administration and to you students who have so warmly welcomed me and give me the honor of speaking to you on this, your important day. First off, congratulations. My hat goes off to you, class of 2009, for the incredible accomplishment that you have made. We all know that you didn't do this by yourself, that the friends, family, and community that supported you along the way are absolutely critical. But you should absolutely stand tall knowing that you've graduated from one of the best universities and best programs in the world, and that's truly a blessing. So congratulations. I spent yesterday traveling here, and like most days flying, traveling is not always an easy thing to do, and I had a lot of flight delays. And while I was at the airport, I met a business associate of mine, and he asked me where I was going. I said I was coming to Weatherhead to give the commencement speech. And his face went blank. Okay, he said, but this is the worst economy in our lifetime. You know, how on earth are you going to summon any optimism for these poor people? What were you thinking? You agreed to do this? And then he said, I'm going to Maui. You know, I've got extra room in my condo. You can just change flights. Come with me, go to Maui. We'll play golf. You know, we'll drink fruity cocktails out of coconuts. It'll be great. And he said that tongue-in-cheek, but I actually was sitting there thinking about it, kind of weighing it. Would it be credible to contract swine flu on a Saturday before commencement? You know, I'm not a hard sell on Maui. I started my first business there right after I graduated, like you. And I'm thinking, well, are my surfboards still in my old friend's garage? And it's been a long time since I had one of those fruity cocktails. So after considering a long moment, I just said and snapped out of it and said, you know what? I'm really excited about coming because I actually think this is one of the best times ever to be graduating. I think it's also one of the best times to be graduating from a school of management. And I honestly believe that. And I believe that from the perspective of serving, having my organization serve hundreds of major companies around the world. Why do I think that? I think that because all types of organizations right now, and I mean manufacturing companies, service companies, for-profit, non-profit, all of them are really screwed up, okay? They are really stressed now in a way they haven't been with this economy. And they know they need you. For the first time in a long time, there's a real significant demand for change. And although they might not admit it to you in the interviews that you might have with them, they know that they need you. That's a really big opportunity for you. So they need your ideas, your passion, and your energy because they need change. Most of my clients have reacted very severely to the economy, and I'm sure you're reading about that. And the way they're reacting has cut deeply into their capacity to innovate. They've laid off tens of thousands of employees. Intellectual property, wisdom, best practices have just walked out the door. Meanwhile, the rules of business are changing. As Dean Reddy alluded to there, issues like sustainability, corporate social responsibility, transparency, design thinking, things that weren't even on the agenda a couple years ago are front and center and deemed critical. And wisely, Weatherhead, I think, is doing a good job of keeping itself at the forefront of many of these issues. Another thing that's changing are consumers' and customer expectations. How each of us define value is changing. You know, your purchase patterns have been disrupted. You might have noticed that. You're thinking about what's important, what's worth spending on differently than what you might have a year or two ago. Most of us just don't want more stuff. We have plenty of stuff. We have garages full of stuff. And most of us are starting to think about what we want to acquire, what experiences we want to have that are really meaningful to us, that really matter. And that's a really big shift. I think I call that a shift toward meaningful consumption. That people are thinking now about how they're spending their money and how they're engaging and using their time in a different way. The world is also changing. Organizations need change agents who are part of the emerging world. And markets also need young people like you to start businesses, to take the risk. Because honestly, you'll never have a time where you have less to risk than you have right now. You know, I look back on starting a business when I was your age and just go, I didn't have anything to lose. I encourage you to take that jump. So what you are is the change agents of the new world. You are of this new world. And not necessarily encumbered by the old and the former common wisdom. And because I believe so strongly in the opportunities that are in front of you and the importance of what you bring to the economy, that is why I'm here today, not getting sunburned in Maui, and why if you see me in the airport lounge tonight, I'll be drinking a big fruity rum drink, and I welcome you to join me if you're taking off. So in the short time that I have left, I'd like to share some advice with you about how to take advantage of the opportunities created by this new world. I'll give you about 3 or 4 ideas based on several million miles of flying around and burning through a lot of too many suitcases and helping many of the world's best corporations and some of the worst organizations as well. My first piece of advice is this: don't try to be like them. Don't try to fit in. I mean, all of you, when you join organizations, there's a natural tendency to be impressed with the cultures of the organizations and to want to become acculturated, to want to fit in, to want to take a mindset of an apprentice. And while that seems like a reasonable thing to do, if you actually look at the organizations you might be joining, what I think you'll see is they're actually challenged right now. You know, if the organization was really optimal and was the best organization in its class in the world, becoming acculturated might be the right thing to do. But that's not what they need right now. Most of them are suffering, and those that aren't suffering will probably be suffering soon. So don't lose the opportunity that you have to think and act new and different, to be different, to be a force for change, to be a force for good. You know, there's a tremendous advantage of playing and being an outsider. As a consultant in organizations, I'm a professional outsider, and I tell you, it allows you to ask questions that insiders can't ask. You can ask the stupid, obvious questions that reveal the big breakdowns. And so holding yourself and how you think about yourself within the organizations that you serve as an outsider will allow you to do that, will allow you to see things that others can't necessarily see. So resolve to be different and resolve to not fitting in. Another tip would be to not necessarily believe them. You know, if their mental models or the established mental models for how their business works were so good, they would really be operating at an incredible level, and they're not now. So the models that are driving their approach aren't the only models, and they're certainly not the best models. They're just the models that are existent. You know, and speaking about my own company, you know, there are so many parts of what we do as an organization. I'm proud of it, and we do, I think, a very good job. We get a lot of acclaim for our particular work, but there's lots of aspects of our work and processes that were defined 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I mean, my company's 63 years old. So there's a lot of stuff that just shows up in the culture. And I got to tell you, we're not necessarily even aware of that. So having someone new, hiring new young people with bright minds who are assertive like you, when they ask, why are we doing that way? The answer usually is, Gee, I don't know. We've always done it that way. So, don't necessarily believe them. So if you don't believe them, who should you believe? Well, the obvious answer is you need to have confidence to believe in yourself. You, right now, are absolutely capable, as you are walking out the door, to creating new models for improving the operation of businesses. You don't need to be around 5 years at the company that you're joining or working at. You don't need to ask permission. You don't need to be asked to do it. You just need to hold yourself accountable for having a rigorously informed point of view. And what that means is it assumes that you care, that your lights are on, that you're paying attention, that you're engaged, and you're applying yourself. Secondly, that you develop a cogent argument based on that truth. And the third is that you have the courage to speak up and speak out. Okay? That's what organizations need of you now. You need to be a change agent. This is a great time given that. And Weatherhead has given all you need right now. So don't be shy. Don't wait for to be asked. Just assert yourself. Okay? At the same time, and this is the tricky part, you have to have some humility, because you know what? You're going to get some things wrong. You're going to make mistakes. People are afraid to make mistakes. You make a mistake, so what? You're going to learn from that. Everyone makes mistakes at all levels of the organization. So don't be afraid of that. Embrace that as a new, a big possibility, but have some humility about that. Now, I've gotten a lot of things wrong in my life. I've made misjudgments, ignored data, and a lot of obvious things. One of the fun parts about being a designer and a researcher is that I get to learn about all different kinds of categories. So, I know all kinds of obscure information and can tell you why spam is the way it is, or Cheese Whiz is the way it is, or how supercomputers work, or financial services or healthcare. We work across many, many different categories, which is fun. One of those categories is home appliances, and I've done a lot of work in vacuum cleaners. And part of this I just got wrong. Vacuum cleaners I think are really great. And the insight that I would share with you, and especially you men, this is important. This might be the most important nugget you get out of your Weatherhead experience. Vacuum cleaners are not an appropriate gift for Christmas, not appropriate gift for Valentine's Day or birthdays, right? And that's something that a lot of us just don't get until too late there. This guy over here is asking, what about power tools? No, power tools, Wi-Fi, routers doesn't work. Okay. So have some humility. You're going to get it wrong. Next thing is, don't be lazy. Okay, I know your mom told you this, your professors have told you this. The time to be really rigorous and critical in your thinking isn't left in school. You actually need to bring that with you, and that's one of the things that you need now more than ever. Life is really messy. Business problems are the same way. Businesses are full of wicked problems, nasty problems, complex problems, and they really need thought. And if you want to bring innovation to a company, you really need to do that, to understand just how hard innovation is. Why is innovation so hard? Because innovation is about change. People don't like to change. The only thing that resists change more as a person is a group of people, right? I think you've all probably experienced that. So you need to have powerful and persuasive arguments to make change in the organizations that you're going to join or to even start. And you do that by embracing the complexity out there, pushing yourself to be rigorous, thinking holistically about the problem, redefining the problem in a bigger way, and giving yourself the luxury of time to truly synthesize the data that you have. Out there in the business world, most people go from data collection to solving problems. And there's this thing missing in the middle called synthesis and design. And that's something that you don't want to necessarily lose sight of. So don't jump into problem solving. Model the problem first. Explode it. Really tear into it, because that's where innovation really can happen. Yes, you can make incremental innovation happen without that, by just taking a really straightforward assessment of the data, but the big ideas, the big opportunities for change are much larger than that. Buckminster Fuller said, "You never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete." And that's really your challenge here. And then once you model the problem, model the solution. Don't start solving the problem, modeling the solution. Iterate over and over again. Challenge yourself to think systematically, to think more intelligently, develop a unique interpretation than other people in your company or your competitors might have. And that's what design thinking is all about. Okay? It does it so well, and that's why your faculty is committed to bringing in design thinking into the practices of business, which I really applaud them for. It's about applying creativity and rigor to the way we think about identifying and solving problems. Okay? And that's what I'd like to see a lot more of. You know, everyone points out Apple as a great example of a company that does products that are both inspiring and very high quality. Apple's a client of ours. We work with them on designing their retail experience. But you know, it's amazing when you look at them. They're not just, you know, they didn't approach making a better iPod by making a better MP3 player or designing a phone to make a better phone. They thought more holistically, they modeled the problem in a different way, and they addressed the digital convergence that all of us are experiencing with entertainment and communications, and solved a different problem, a bigger problem, and came up with an iPhone that blew the market away. Okay, that's not being just creative. That is applying the rigor and the tools that you've learned here at Weatherhead to their processes. The other thing they do that really impresses me is that most product designs happen. There's usually there'll be a dozen concept sketches in 2D that designers will produce, and from that they'll design some crude models, maybe 3 or 4 physical models, and from the physical models they'll design and create one working prototype that's very expensive before they commit to engineering and production tooling. That's how it works, and that process takes weeks. You know how many working prototypes Apple created for the iPhone before they settled on it? Over 100. Okay? So they're not lazy. Okay? When you look at companies that do things so well and have this elegant simplicity to their offer that really resonates with you, it's because they made it look easy by applying the intelligence and rigor that you know how to do now with your skills. And lastly, don't forget why we're here. Okay? If I've learned anything in my career, it's that business exists to serve human beings. And I don't mean this in some kind of abstract, philosophical, new age, spiritual way. I mean that businesses maximize profits at the expense, the businesses that maximize profit at the expense of satisfying the needs and desires of customers ultimately fail. Right? You need to remember that maximizing shareholder value is a byproduct of producing value for customers. Your job, regardless of your job title, when you go out to the workforce, it will be about value creation. That's really that's what you bring to organizations. Ask yourself, what am I doing to produce value for human beings? So the only question is, what level of value will you settle for? You know, will you settle to produce products, experiences, services that are functional, maybe function in an elegant way? You know, can it be something higher? Is it elegant usability? Or will you strive to delight or even blow the socks off your customers by creating something that really does touch and move them? So that's my question to you. Personally, I only have time to work on products and invest my heartbeats, of which we all have a limited and finite amount, into products that really do create meaning. You know, I want to create products and services that people love, that inspire them, that express and celebrate what they truly find meaningful in the world and in their lives. I want to aim high and build organizations that know who they are, what they stand for, and demonstrate that in authentic ways. I want to see more companies that have a soul, principled companies that, if they disappeared, I would actually care. I mean, how many companies can you think of that if they just went away, you'd really miss? Okay? And you'll come up with some and ask yourself, why aren't I working in one of those? Or why aren't I creating one of those? Okay? Because you can. All it takes is your assertion that that's what you want to do. So I hope you want to aim high too. I know that if we focus on creating meaning and meaningful value for others, that we will not only make a difference in the world, that we will change the world and contribute positively, we'll also create meaning for ourselves, that we'll get more satisfaction out of what we do. So graduates, you have a unique opportunity to make meaning in whatever form you choose. The world needs you to bring change, and they need you to bring change now. So take what you have learned here and make the biggest and best change that you can. Thank you very much.
Darrel, I thought vacuum cleaners are perfectly acceptable gifts as long as they're given to husbands. Ladies and gentlemen, the Weatherhead School of Management students annually recognize faculty who exemplify excellence in teaching. This year, 24 faculty members were nominated. The awards committee selected 3 recipients. I have to tell you before I name them that this is getting to be a bit of old hat. These are serial recipients. They won and they've been nominated multiple times, and they exemplify the very best of what we have as teachers. They're Professors Richard Osborne, David Pearson, and Sam Thomas. Professor Sam Thomas is unable to join us today, but his sons Daniel and Michael and his nephew Joshua are here to accept the award on his behalf. May I have Richard, David, and Daniel, Michael, and Joshua join us up here?
In nominating these faculty members, students, you know this, you've participated, give comments, and we want to share some of those to demonstrate the impact these people have had. In nominating Professor Richard Osborne, one student commented, "This professor is by far the best instructor I have ever taken a class from. His ability to engage the class and create a very unique and inspiring learning environment is extraordinary." Another student remarked, "He genuinely cares about the success of his students and goes above and beyond the expectations of a professor. He is enthusiastic and encouraging in his teaching methods, yet demands hard work and dedication." Professor Richard Osborne. In nominating Professor David Pearson, one student commented, "This professor has been committed to the university for many years. He has taught and inspired hundreds of students who are better people for knowing him. He also has a knack for preparing students for the challenges they will face in real life. His unfailing service to the students he teaches makes him deserving of this award beyond any other. Another student noted, he is very challenging in the classroom, but time and time again, his alumni come back to say how the things they learned in his class have been what has set them apart from the rest of their colleagues. Professor David Pearson. In nominating Professor Sam Thomas, one student commented that he is a superb professor who forces you to think out of the box. He inculcates a new way of learning and interpreting things. He raises the students' benchmark of learning and exposes them to the reality of the global world. He is an awesome professor, and I cannot think of anyone more suitable for this title. Another student noted, this professor has a lot of impressive ideas and a good sense of humor. Also, he can clearly interpret concepts and explain the complex situation with a hand-drawn picture. Professor Sam Thomas.
David, Richard, Michael, Joshua, congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you. I mean, the purpose of the Weatherhead School Doctoral Teaching and Mentoring Award is to recognize the professor chosen by doctoral students who exemplifies excellence in teaching and mentoring doctoral students. The recipient of this year's award is Professor Tony Summers. Ms. Summers, Professor Summers, please join me up here.
In nominating Professor Summers, one student commented, this professor taught my class in a course in quantitative research methods last year that made the process seem so simple and much less intimidating than others had described. It was due to her easygoing style and ability to present complex and difficult material to all types of students. She offers suggestions and then assists in planning out a solution until the problem or issue is resolved. No fumbling around in the dark. Another student noted, this professor is the most incredibly supportive advisor with whom I have worked. She devotes numerous hours of her personal time to coaching and mentoring students. She never tells you the answer, but she helps you get to where you need to be through probing and asking for examples. Professor Tony Summers.
We will now present the August 2008, January 2009, May 2009 graduates and August 2009 candidates of the Weatherhead School of Management and invited graduates of the School of Graduate Studies. In the tradition of the Weatherhead School, families of graduates are invited to cross the stage with the graduate if they so choose. Graduates will be called onto the stage in the order listed in your program insert. A professional photographer, I'm told, will take a photo of all graduates that accept their envelopes. Now, faculty marshals, would you please move to the appropriate location?
As we prepare to present the class of 2009, let me pause and invite any of those family members who would like to accompany their graduate across the stage, who may be requiring the assistance of a wheelchair. If that describes you and you would like to accompany your graduate on stage, please, at this time, make your way to the your left as you're looking at the stage. My right, you'll find your way to a ramp there, and one of our staff will help you work up, and you'll come out after going through a couple of curves up behind me, and I will be happy to see you up here. But I do invite you, if that speaks to your situation, to go ahead and start moving in that direction at this time. As we prepare to present the class of 2009, I invite PhD and EDM graduates and their families to approach the stage to your right at this time. Other families should refer to the commencement program insert to determine the appropriate time to approach the stage to join your graduate. As they're making their way, let me mention that several of our graduates received awards at a ceremony earlier today, and I will mention those awards as the graduates are crossing the stage. Some of these awards are the Dean's Academic Achievement Awards, which are given for attaining the highest cumulative grade point average in the student's respective program of study. The Community Service Awards are awarded to graduates who have participated in at least 80 hours of approved volunteer community service during a 2-year academic program, or at least 40 hours of service during a 1-year program. The other award category, which I will reference for some of our graduates, is the Beta Gamma Sigma International Honor Society. This is open to students within the top 20% of their respective classes and all doctoral graduates. Other awards presented at earlier events will also be recognized as graduate names are called. The School of Graduate Studies awarded Doctor of Philosophy degrees at a ceremony earlier this afternoon. We have invited our doctoral graduates to join our ceremony as well. I invite the following Doctor of Philosophy graduate to cross the stage. Cheryl Jordan. It appears she may not have been able to join us. The following graduates have been awarded the Executive Doctor of Management degree by the Weatherhead School. So I would like to invite those Executive Doctor of Management graduates to come forward at this time and to be hooded and take a place with the faculty on stage as your name is called. And we do extend this invitation for you to take your place with faculty in so much as you have accomplished a doctoral degree. Chester Brary, Bachelor of Arts from John Carroll University, a Master of Accounting from Case Western University. His dissertation was on the topic of a study of the impact of informational complexity, transparency, and stewardship on decision usefulness, the user's perspective. Thomas H. Carlson, BA and MA from Cleveland State University. His dissertation was Generative Characteristics as Antecedents to Engagement. Cecilia Chan, a BA Case Western Reserve University and an MS University of Massachusetts, Lowell. Her dissertation was on the topic of managing commitment as antecedents to engagement in faith-based organizations, Chinese Protestant churches in the United States. Byron Clayton, BA Malone College and an MBA Myers University. His dissertation title was When Practice and Theory Conflict, Do Performance Incentives Drive Management Behaviors in Mergers and Acquisitions? Mary Beth Cooper, a BS from the University of Delaware, an M.Ed from the University of Georgia, a PhD from the Michigan State University, an MBA from the University of Rochester. And her dissertation is Ethical Ideologies and Decision-Making Among College Student Athletes. Jose Antonio Davila Castilla, a BBA from Newport University, an MBA from IPADE University Panamericana in Mexico. His dissertation is Mexican Small and Medium Firms, a theoretical and empirical examination of growth and performance. Alexander Exer, an MBA from National University. His dissertation is The Role of Human Capital in Predicting Business Outcomes. Shyam Giridharas, a B Technology from Indian Institute of Technology, a PGD from the Business Management Xavier Labor Relations Institute, and an MBA from Harvard University. And his dissertation is The Role of Organizational Learning in Renewing Competitive Advantage. James Hayes, a BSFS from Georgetown University, an MPA from Princeton University, an MBA from the University of Chicago, and his dissertation is The Private Sector and Anti-Terrorism Spending for Physical Security. Ganesh Kumar, an MBA from the Bharathi's Dasan Institute of Management in India. His dissertation is Unraveling Adaptive Selling, an empirical analysis of underlying relational behavior. Rebecca Manillo, a BA and MPA from Cleveland State University. And the dissertation title is Design and Discovery, the Structure and Function of a Research Network. Lizanne Slayton, BS St. Mary's Dominican College, an MBA of Tulane University. The dissertation is an examination of the antecedents and consequences of accreditation in the nonprofit sector. Stuart Strolin, a BE from the University of New South Wales, Australia, and an MSc from Cranfield University in England. Dissertation is reconceptualizing social influence mechanisms for buyer-seller relationships. We now invite the Master of Accountancy graduates to please come forward as your name is called across the stage. Osama Al-Hashim. Hussein Ali Al-Namr. Emily Barkas. John Boyer. Valbona Bushi, Theodore M. Alfred Distinguished Service Student Award, Dean's Academic Achievement Award, Beta Gamma Sigma, and Community Service Award. Thomas Cregan. Amanda Fisher. Matthew Gardner. Jeffrey German Lorty. Jijun He. John Hill, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Ken Wong, Min Huang, Yiting Wang, Jingling Hu, Keating Zhang, Ching Wei Kung, Chi Hao Lin, Jingwen Lu, Li Ting Ni, Minye Pan, Mark Shireholt, Mark Walters, Dean's Academic Achievement Award. Donglei Wang, Jia Wei, Su Ai Wang, Jie Zhu, Kanzi Yang, we now invite the Executive Master of Business Administration graduates to please cross the stage as your name is called. Grayson Alexi, Effie Angelou Carpenter, Mordecai Avizar, Robert Dolinger, Loris Barkas, Jeffrey Bunsey, Eric Daigle, Michael Favetti, Ming Feng, Rowan Hernandez, John Holler, Matthew Kremer, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Renee Koulis, Kevin Carpenter. Raymond Lewis. Brian McMahon, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Alan Mistician, Beta Gamma Sigma. Brian Nadgett, Beta Gamma Sigma. Paul Ong. Larry Pendergrass, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Frank Ricard. Douglas Romstadt. Barbara Schuley. Srinivazan Perumal. Denise Bracken. Edward Gurari. Dean Stebner. Lori Stevens. We now invite the Master of Business Administration graduates to please cross the stage as your name is called. Sarah Abbott, Scott S. Cowan Student Leadership Award. Okay. Nawachukwu Abakuba. Johannes Albrecht. Irene Alonzo. Philip Anderson. Randall Autry. Azizatun Azima. Sawaf Bacchus. Barton Beecher, Community Service Award. Courtney Beal. Cameron Bennett. Jamie Berzon. Mahesh Bide. Courtney Bland. Sai Srujan Bantala. Benjamin Burke. Benjamin Bykowski. William Camp. Margaret Carr. Sam Chan. Wei Ting Chen. Yanming Chen. Ying Chung Chen. Shunming Chi, excuse me. Howie Chu. Marilyn Corman. Dayun Chung. Jin Ho Chung. Kevin Clark. Emiliano Cortez. Christopher Dane. Mana Dabolkar. Wilmette Dadsey. Adam Dean. Jayton Desai. Balaji Devarsetti. Amanda DeWeese, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Shay Doan. David Dolney, Beta Gamma Sigma. Jennifer Donaldson. Ankit Doshi. Angela Dubik. Jason Duval. Gregory Edwards. Selma Ehrenk. Brian Esser, Beta Gamma Sigma. Marion Fairman, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Ermol Fatusha. Lucian Fogoros. Emily Fox. Jason Friedstrom, Master of Science in Management with a specialization in Supply Chain Management in addition to the Master of Business Administration and Dean's Academic Achievement Award. Bishoy Gad. Golriz Giassi. Jeffrey Goldstein. Robert Gurley. Sarah Grohl. Sujay Gupta. James Hall. Kevin Hartman. Robert Hefner, Wall Street Journal Student Achievement Award, Dean's Academic Achievement Award, Beta Gamma Sigma. Beth Henry. Michelle Hirsch, Rita Kicker Award. Michelle Jackson. Jadala Azmi Jadala. Snehal Jain. Mark Jaster. Carly Jensen. Daniel Johnson. Maria Kaplan. Raunak Kausliwal. Matthew Kemen. Nikhil Khanna, Beta Gamma Sigma. Edward, come on. Timothy Koshor. Kenneth Kostelich. Tracy Krebs, Beta Gamma Sigma. Holly Kruer. John Kucharski. Samir Kulkarni. Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Hemant Kumar. Emily Kuo. Marina Leidecker. Jizing Lu. Okay. Nivedita Malvankar. Tejas Maniar. Alan McCrodden, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Harshal Mehta. Nikhil Mardia. Eli Miller. Motoi Mishiba. Nicholas Molenkamp. Danielle Morris. Yuya Nakajima. Deniz Nizam. Brian Norris. Okay. Vishnu Nuchu. Chikara Okubo. Davel Patel. Kimberly Peterson. Surabi Pilgaunkar. Prasad Pujari. Chandrasekhar Rajanayagam. Jason Rathbun. Adam Ray. Kevin Rhodes. Terrence Robinson. Mithun Sadev. Hiroshi Saito, Dean's Academic Achievement Award. A little bit of a traffic jam there. Melissa Salen. Amit Sampat. Harshal Sanjavi. Christopher Schmidt, Community Service Award. Michael Shum. Mateusz Sekowitz, Dean's Academic Achievement Award. Nicole Sarago, Beta Gamma Sigma. Jay Shaw, Beta Gamma Sigma. Hey, Namit. Namit Shaw. Siddharth Sharma. Jeffrey Simpkins. Anand Singh. William Snow. David Svek, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Nidhi Sayan. Anawat Tanyavuti. Mark Thomas, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Brett Tianich. Mary T.C. Nicholas Tosi, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Ante Tursinov. Christine Urban. Christina Velios. April Walls. Robert Williams. Gregory Woolwind, Beta Gamma Sigma. Chayuit Lee. Anna Yelkina. Poshwanin. Jin Zhang. We now invite the Master of Science in Management with a specialization in finance graduates to cross the stage as your name is called. Hamida Al-Shabib. Zhenyu Bo. Elva Kadari. Eric Harrison. Tinky Liu. Kyle Napierkowski. Lin Chi. Suraj Ramesh. Nidhi Ramnani. Arjun Reddy. Jayanti Reddy, Bachelor of Science in Management. Soham Sanjvi, excuse me. Guillermo Tolosa. Jordan Vickers. Yuan Wu. We now invite the Master of Science in Management with a specialization in Operation Research graduates to please cross the stage as your name is called. Jiming Chen, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Bharat Prabhu. Frank Savell. Vaishnavi Shrisha. Todd Steyer. Waibao Wasa, Dean's Academic Achievement Award. Yan Zhu, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Supara Chimane Sikul. Pre Ku Mongkol Kajorn Silp. Wei Wei Rao. Joyun Tang. Dan Yu, Beta Gamma Sigma. Yang Lin. Di Zhang. Boei Zhang. Zhenhua He. We now invite the Master of Science in Positive Organization Development and Change graduates to cross the stage as your name is called. Juliet Alban Metcalf. Marco Bertola. Robin Blood, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Davina Brown. Vania Bueno. Lynn Carroll. Caroline Carter, Beta Gamma Sigma. David Chow. Diana Durick, Beta Gamma Sigma. Just wait 1 second. Lloyd Hilton, Dean's Academic Achievement Award. Deborah Levine. Kristen Coppola Lewis, Community Service Award. Megan Wanlin Linos. Karen O'Neill. Marianne Orzak. Laura Peterson, Dean's Academic Achievement Award. Rafaela Reyes. Hallie Rich, Dean's Academic Achievement Award. Diana Rivenberg. Leontine Sinor. Paul Tallner, Dean's Academic Achievement Award and Beta Gamma Sigma. Whit Tice. Jacqueline Wong. We now invite the Master of Engineering and Management graduates to please cross the stage as your name is called. Rohan Omonkar. Naveen Asokan. Nicholas Barbuto. Charles Becker. Amar Bhatt. Manoj Bogreddy. Priyanka Chatterjee, Dean's Academic Achievement Award, Beta Gamma Sigma. Okay. Meng Hong Chung. Mark Elliott. Matthew Estat. Okay. Okay. Anupam Gildal, Beta Gamma Sigma. Vivek Gopal Krishnan. Julie Gorel, Dean's Academic Achievement Award. Manjula Gurumurthy. Mark Kreitsarik. Mayuresh Kulkarni. Ryan Kurtanich. Darshan Latikar. Darshan Latikar. Nicholas Lau. John Mackey. Andrew McNeil. Nikhil Paldikar. Loretta Paskett. Kriti Shankar Ramaswamy. Sharath Sekelspur. Siddhesh Shetty. Avinash Soni. Oh, sorry. I know, that's okay. Viresh Tumadi. Chun Kai Singh. Swati Venkatraman. Kumar Vishwanathan. Sung Yu Wu.
May I ask all the graduates to stand, turn around, and lend a big hand to the people who made a big difference in your lives. Ladies and gentlemen, any time, any public function works well, it's because there are a tireless number of people behind the scenes working very hard to make it seem seamless. And it's because there are dedicated staff out there who, behind the scenes, who made a whale of a difference. So please join me in thanking all the staff members who made today possible. That concludes this commencement for the 2009 graduates. It's never easy to say goodbye, and with a number of you, I think I've told you, I wouldn't mind having you back here for a bit longer. I know you have other thoughts in your mind. But I would ask you to remain seated till the marshals have withdrawn from the procession. Congratulations to all of them. The diploma ceremony is now concluded. Thank you.